Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. We got a good video for you today. We're going to be unboxing the Talaria Sting. A lot of you guys probably already know what this bike is. It's very similar to the SUR-RON X that we've been riding for the past 3 years. Just right off the bat, it looks just like a version 2 of the bike, but I'm not quite sure yet on all the details. There's not a lot of information about it. This is the second batch of RST forks to come out of eBikeZilla over in Canada. Awesome company, by the way. Gonna give them a shout out for getting me this bike so quick. A+ on those guys. Go check them out. Link will be in description where you can get the bike, and it'll just be to their website so you can go check out. They already have parts for this bike, which is awesome. So you can order the bike. You have an RST fork option, which is what this one is. And you also have a D&M fork, which that one has been pushed back a couple months. So the people wanting their Talarias with the D&M fork is gonna have to wait just a little bit longer. These forks got pushed back too. Originally, this bike was supposed to ship late December. They did some updates on the controllers before they shipped out the bikes. So there's been a little bit of delays, but they got here in a pretty timely manner. As far as the updates for the bikes, they have turned down the phase amps on the controller. So phase amps basically equals torque. A lot of people were complaining the bike was too touchy on the launch, so it's to my knowledge that they smoothed it out quite a bit so it's not so jumpy right off the launch. And I also, before we get to unboxing, I have a big announcement. But this year we're going to be racing this Talaria, and I am very happy to announce that we are going to be sponsored by Talaria Studios. If you don't know who Talaria Studios is, you've probably heard of SUR-RON Shop if you own a SUR-RON. Awesome company. SUR-RON Shop makes probably the best upgrades that you can buy for the bike. And those same group of guys are going to be making parts for the Talaria. And at the end of the day, the reason that I pulled the trigger on this bike is because I know those guys that work at SUR-RON Shop are also going to be making parts for these bikes. I have a lot of their upgrades on my SUR-RON already. I trust them, and I can't wait to get a lot of gear from them. So that's a big announcement. I'm very excited about that. Like I said, we're gonna be racing this thing, so stay tuned. Anyway, guys, without further ado, let's get into this video. Okay, so we're just gonna open up the bike. Jesus. All right. Here we go, the Talaria. We get a awesome front fender. This is a mountain bike fender. I've seen a couple guys with this on. I don't really like this. I actually might use this for my mountain bike, but not for the Talaria. It's a really fun fact. Almost 3 years ago exactly, we were unboxing, you know, our SUR-RON way back in the day when we started the channel. This is a hairnet, what the? All right, so it looks like we got our front wheel. All of our controls here. The headlight looks exactly the same as SUR-RON. So a little bit about this bike while we're unboxing it. The Talaria was actually made and designed by a lot of the same people that made the SUR-RON, is the reason that it looks so similar. And these people seem to have a fascination with like bumblebees. Like you have the SUR-RON Light Bee, you have the SUR-RON Storm Bee, and now, you know, the Talaria Sting. I mean, come on guys. If you watch, they're gonna come out with another electric bike that's kind of like this one, and they're gonna call it like the Wasp or something. Don't ask me why I have a machete in my hand. It's just what I had in my truck. I honestly don't even know why it was in my truck. All right, so that box is the charger. This looks exactly the same, just black, as the SUR-RON charger. It has a different charge port here. This little bit right here is really nice versus, you know, the SUR-RON one. You have to twist it and it locks and unlocks. It's pretty cool, but other than that, this is the same charger. When I bought this bike and I was looking at the specs of it and all the differences from the SUR-RON, if you could imagine this like a SUR-RON having like a version 2, that's what this bike sounds like. The swing arm is a bit wider and stuff like that. So we got our Talaria number plate, looks pretty similar to our SUR-RONs. A bunch of little cable ties, tool set basically in a bag. All right, this is for the front wheel. Basically the same pegs as you get on a SUR-RON. Right here we got the key and the fronts for the handlebars. Cap is in the same spot. All right, guys, I really want you guys to see this part. So the cap is basically the same, but you got these big connectors. All right, that's awesome. So they shipped this bike. Battery says it's at 60%, which is a perfect holding point for the like these kind of batteries. All right, so we're gonna use their tools and get this all hooked up, and then we're gonna get the bike free. This is nice. This is what I mean by slight upgrades. So originally on the SUR-RON anyway, the light is hooked in and it's held up by your handlebar neck. But on here, it's actually bolted to the top of the crown, where you would have a direct mount. So that's really, really smart, because even if you have a direct mount, that can sit right under your direct mount. So you can have a direct mount and have the light on with no problems. So that's kind of what I'm expecting from this bike. Just little upgrades that were annoying on the SUR-RON. See, right to the edge. See, this is a great design. There's a little cap right here. You can push that right over there, stops, and you can put whatever you want in there. That's awesome. And let's just get this front wheel on, and then we should be pretty good to go. All right, there's the tire. Got a Talaria brand name. So I'm not a fan of these CST brands. They're basically rim protectors. They're okay, like if you're not doing anything serious, but they're not very, they're not my favorite. That rear one is an CST too. Not a great brand, but these tires do look better than the SUR-RONs. There we go. We got her. I hate those blocks, they look the worst. Ah. Whew. The front wheel. All right, she's free. Oh. I think that's it. I think she's ready. Just pumped up the tires, just kind of got the foot pegs on there just to do a little test ride. I'm not gonna do any comparisons or anything. We're gonna have a comparison coming in the next video for, you know, the SUR-RON and the differences between them when I actually get the chance to ride it. All right. It says wait right here. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's because when you turn on the bike, you can't just turn it on and go. Click start. All right, well, it definitely feels bigger. I love this profile here. Let's give it a little, wow. Oh, those brakes feel nice. Holy shit. You gotta turn it on here, I'll show you. So you gotta turn it on, and then the Talaria pops up. Then you gotta hit start here, and then it'll say ready. Then you're ready to go. Oh, there it comes. Oh, look at that. Wow. That is so much better than the SUR-RON. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Super excited to get into this bike. I already got a lot of upgrades lined up for it. Of course, we're gonna check it out stock, and I'm gonna let you guys know what it is like stock. Anyway, guys, I hope you all had a wonderful day. This is gonna be awesome. I'm really excited. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.